So, hi everyone, it's Miss Cousins. So, I am actually going to go ahead and record a video explaining the project that you guys are going to be doing this week for Mr. Perkins and Miss Cousins. Remember, if you looked at my announcement, you would know that we have combined our courses. So, for the remainder of the year, you all will be doing the same assignment. So, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to myself or Mr. Perkins. So, let's just dive right in. So, the assignment that you have for this week is a genetics project. In that genetics project, you can either do what is on my screen, do a family tree, or you can actually do a perfect baby. Oh, my picture went away. Sorry. You can do a perfect baby. Let me do it like this. So yeah, you can do a perfect baby. Now, we're going to jump straight in. So I'm going to explain the perfect baby. So in the genetics project, Perfect Baby, the project will give you an opportunity to produce a photo album using Google Slides to show information about your genetic makeup, okay? The Google Slides is to help prepare you for high school. I know a lot of students are concerned about their preparedness for high school and the expectations for their various classes at that level. So the Google Slides is a way to help prepare you for high school content and the type of material that they will be expecting from you. So with the perfect baby, what you're going to do is you're going to look at yourself using the same traits as when you studied earlier. So the traits that we talked about when we were still in school. Eye color, hair texture, hairline, eyebrow shape, lip structure to determine your own phenotype. Remember, phenotype is your physical appearance. It's actually what you are displaying. Whereas genotype, that's your genetic makeup, the alleles that you received from your parents. All right, so we're going to fill out the chart. So our final product requirements, all information displayed into neat tables or charts. That means we need to fill out this entire sheet. That's why you either do the baby or the family tree. You're going to have visuals for each table, various pictures. I'll show you that in the example, and then a little explanation. So for instance, right here, phenotype. What you will type here, D stands for dominant. This is the dominant trait, or R stands for recessive. This is the recessive trait. So if I look at myself, I have hazel eyes. So my phenotype, I will put hazel eyes right here. Now my possible genotypes, this is where it gets a little tricky. Since I am recessive, I have the recessive alleles. So for eye color, I'm just going to use lowercase b, lowercase b. I had to get both of these from my parents. Now, here, hair color. Well, I have dark hair. So I know that I have dark hair, so I'll just put dark hair. Now, my possible genotypes. Since this is dominant, there are two possible genotypes that you can have. You can be homozygous dominant, or I can be heterozygous. Now, this is going to come into play later in your project. Once you're done filling this out, you're going to go ahead and make perfect baby. So you fill out all of this chart pertaining to you. This information pertains to Miss Cousins. Now, using this eye color, hair texture, hairline, eyebrow shape, and lip structure as a starting point, you're going to determine the genetic traits of the partner that you would need in order to have children who are different from you in at least two of the traits. So down here, you're going to specify which traits you're dominant for and which traits you're recessive for. Over here, you put your possible genotypes, the same information that you had above from this chart. You're going to put that same information right here. Now you're going to put a potential mate. So whoever you come up with. So I would actually have to research some celebrities, maybe Michael B. Jordan or somebody, and I will look at his traits and I will put in his phenotype for his traits. Okay? Now, say Michael B. Jordan and I didn't work out. Maybe I will come over here and I will look up like George Clooney. Do you guys know who George Clooney is? I hope you guys do. So yeah, George Clooney will be my other potential mate, and I will look at his phenotype, and then I will get the genotypes. And last but not least, my last potential mate, let's go with Harry Styles, right? So I'm going to look at Harry and look at what his phenotypes are and come up with those possible genotypes that he might be. Down here, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and do a cross. But it's important to know that it says create the Punnett square for each trait to see the likelihood of that trait occurring. Assume all dominant traits are heterozygous. So, for instance, Harry Styles, his hair color is a dark color, so his genotype is going to be heterozygous. One dominant, one recessive. And then you're going to fill out this for all of your mates. So this is my potential mate number 1, Michael B. Jordan. Potential mate number 2, George Clooney. And potential mate number 3, Harry Styles. And then at the end, you're going to go ahead and answer the questions. Now, remember, high school preparedness. We are trying to prepare you for high school and what is expected out of those projects. So you can actually make a nice PowerPoint. So on this PowerPoint, this is where you can actually put your pictures of your potential mate. So I wouldn't have Beyonce, I would have Michael B. Jordan. And then I will have my picture of George Clooney. And then I will also have my picture of Harry Styles. And I will put those pictures, and then in the boxes, I will actually type what I have on my previous slide. Okay? Cool. So this is should you choose making a perfect baby, the Perfect Baby Project.